They say the third time's a charm, and for YouTuber Def Noodles and his live-streamed comedy roast battles, held within one of Hollywood's most haunted-looking retail spaces, this third hobbycraft down-home production did have a certain charm to it. Specifically me, and all of the things I contributed. When Def Noodles pulled up my YouTube channel on stage to be roasted in front of everybody, after he noticed me in the chat just innocently minding my own business, making snarky comments. He later did the same thing to Lily Marston and Jesse Smiles of the Do We Know Them podcast, who were also reacting live to this show. But as soon as our names were mentioned, I thought to myself, Nicholas, don't worry, nothing he could ever say will be as painful as the 45 minutes of Space Ghost desktop background that we had to sit through waiting for the show to get started. Can you maybe set an alarm on your phone? So trust me, I knew I had to make this video, breaking down Def Noodles' personal attack and his attempted roast of me by Comedy Squad. But I gotta tell you, although Dennis plans to continue doing these shows, this is probably the last video I'm gonna make on the topic for a while. Because honestly, this is just all starting to become too easy. I could roast Def Noodles and the Noodle Crew back and forth all day, but where is the challenge? Besides, seeing 3 of his Noodles roast battles is one thing. But after getting inadvertently dragged on stage and having my involvement be part of recorded history, it's like I've been so close to hell that now I can taste death in everything that I do. So come on down and see for yourself. In the final, most unexpected ending to my Def Noodles roast battle trilogy for this online participation installment of Clip Breakdown. Hello, television viewers. My name is Nick. Thank you so much. What is that? Thank you so much for joining me once again on my channel for another installment of Clip Breakdown. This is the playlist where we dive into our favorite movies, TV movies, and other such content here on the web, and we get involved like little involvement beings. Little beings of involvement. You know, sometimes the social media part of social media gets really social. Or in my case, I think I was being a little antisocial. And guess what? It got me the attention I craved. So we're gonna get into it, but first make sure you give this video a big thumbs up if you want to see even more clip breakdowns on other social media stars such as this. If that's what you think of Def Noodles as, we'll see. But most importantly, if you're new to my channel, I would love to have you click that subscribe button right over here. That way you never miss new videos from me. I upload 2 new ones every week, so hit notifications and you'll always be the first to know. And I've got merch and a Patreon for the extra bonus extras if you're into the extras. Okay, so it was just so happening that I was out and about walking my dog, having a great Friday night at home, when I noticed that people were tweeting about a third Def Noodles roast battle, and this was, luckily enough, just like the day or 2 after I posted my previous one. So sometimes when there's a popular live stream going on, I like to read the chat, maybe say a few things, say hello, and I'm sorry, but I can't just type words into a computer without using my trademark Nick voice, which is kind of a bully. I'm just kidding. I had some notes though. First of all, like I said, I was sitting here watching a nothing screen for so long. I don't know why Dennis can't get these shows started on time. And then when they do get started, there are very basic things that hadn't been prepared. Like he couldn't find his 4th microphone. Nobody knew what the order of the show was going to be. It's like, maybe you could like all write this down on a quick call beforehand. Like, why are you all rushing onto the stage bewildered and confused with some half-eaten Quiznos on your face? Like, we can get this done a little bit more organized. But finally the show did start, and I think like 1 round of roast battling happened, and I don't remember what I said throughout the chat, but I do remember this.
Hold up. I want to do a round where they roast somebody. There's a creator in the chat. I want them to roast this guy.
Hold up. I want you to roast this guy. His name's DiRamio. He's done a bunch of videos talking
shit about so yeah, roast this guy.
He's stupid.
Roast him.
He's uneducated.
Excuse me, Rick DiRamio is not uneducated. He just comes off that way because he has no class. This is surreal. My biggest note on the previous roast battles was how Dennis Noodles was forcing painfully unprepared comics to roast each other. And now, in all of his cruel irony, Dennis Noodles is forcing painfully unprepared comics to roast me. It's like that legend where the person who did something had it done to them. You know the one with the wolf and the bears. I don't actually know that one. Goldilocks? No. What was the fairy tale? F it. What do you got for me, roast crew, noodle bowl?
Here's a picture of
on
him.
me.
Just grab the phone. Grab the phone. Grab the
Oh
phone.
my
There you
god,
go.
he's got that frat hair. He's got one of those inbred noses. Actually, your hair.
Yeah, be careful there, PJ. Elliot and I have the same exact style. It's a standard regulation gay boy haircut, model 951031, the authorized Labor Day through Halloween variation. So if you have a problem with my hair, then you have a problem with every go-go boy in Provincetown, Massachusetts right now. And we're coming for your ass, Johnny Seed, Johnny Appleseed. Also, the only time when my nose is inbred is when I'm enjoying the aroma of some freshly baked sourdough. Yeah, I'm taking back the word inbred. Oh shit, this video. I was surprised where Dennis Noodles was gonna roast me, and then he just pulls up my profile picture. I was like, oh, okay, just gonna make fun of my face. Specifically, a picture of me from when I was, I think, 27. So, yep, that's a good one to roast. I appreciate it. Thank you for not roasting this picture, or this picture. I don't know which pictures they're gonna be. I'll pick when I'm editing this. Excuse me. Although I do have to give bonus points to whoever it was in that room who saw a 300 square pixel photo of me at an 85-degree angle and could still immediately clock my queer energy. Oh yeah, he's gay, and I'm impressed that you could see it. The haircut doesn't always broadcast at certain angles, which is probably why I got that frat boy joke at first, and why some guys at the gym are surprised when they talk to me for the first time and find out that I have the voice of a young ballerina child. Hey, sorry, when you order a tenor, sometimes you get Andrew Garfield, sometimes you get Angel from Rent. Either way, you have someone who will play the gay person who dies in your play. Was that really my initial point when I started talking? Oh well, too late to go back now. No day but today. Speaking of gay people dying on stage, like, no offense, but is this whole show about me now?
Let's show the audience right here for everybody here. This is Nick. He's currently in the chat. He makes everybody vote.
Ooh, this is probably how it feels to be the power bottom waiting to go out on stage the first night of Folsom, when the crowd is extra rowdy, cause it's the perfect storm of unusually high metabolisms and empty stomachs. Hey, would you all tell me if some of the things I say are gross? Actually, I don't wanna know. The Noodles crowd thinks I'm famous now. It makes me crack up when I hear the one person yell, "Kill him!" Kill him! Damn, I know the sound quality is a little rough on those microphones, but Dennis said that I made fun of them on a YouTube video, and I feel like that person heard that I'm Alphaba from the second act of Wicked. Either way, I will be performing the song. You know the song! Now everyone goes to their little notes app to find some universal roasts, comma, gay person that they can throw towards me. I'm sitting at home like, yes, into my web, because this is all not only great for content, but also free attention that I wasn't expecting. It's like finding an extra present at the bottom of your stocking on Christmas Day. Like the cool mummified rat that crawled in there over the year.
He looks like he had an adult sit next to him in class.
Yeah, he looks like his only thing growing up was being a hall monitor.
Yikes, you guys really like talking about school, don't you? This feels like the kind of bullying they would show on Saved by the Bell. Oh, how am I ever gonna show my face at the arcade's open mic comedy night again? And then my dad's cool friend shows me how to put together a killer set that has the whole audience in stitches. You know what, that actually sounds like a good episode. Someone write that up. Except we're gonna have to recast all these kids on stage for television, you know, because of the way they look and the quality of this performance. But it was a joy watching you work, Noodles Crew, truly. And while we're at it, let's pick out some new fragrances to wear to the big Hollywood premiere, which we can now do without leaving the house, thanks to the sponsor of today's video, Scentbird. Scentbird has reimagined the process of discovering, purchasing, and experiencing fragrances. I've always been obsessed with how clearly aromas can evoke certain emotions and memories. My crush used to wear Armani Code, and he wore my sweatshirt once, so I would sniff it like a dog before going to bed each night. And working at a department store and using my employee discount to buy un jardin souvenir in case my crush wanted to propose near the Eiffel Tower. These are all different crushes, by the way. okay. Historically speaking, I'm pretty desperate. Point is, Scentbird helps me express my individuality, and it gives everyone the power to do the same thing. Choose a new designer fragrance to try each month for just $17. You're not getting surprised by some random sample. In fact, there's nothing sample about it. You even get these reusable cases that have only gotten better and more chic, making it real easy to switch out and replace my Scentbird vial. Choose from perfumes and colognes that smell great on everybody, and this 30-day supply will help you fall in love with the perfect fragrance before committing to a full-size bottle, which often costs between $150 to $300. If you're not sure where to start, Scentbird has a simple quiz to get some recommendations. You can try iconic brands like Versace and the cool new kids in class like Skylar. I usually am drawn to fragrances that have notes of fruit like mango, grapefruit, or even cut grass. I got 5 really great fragrances. My new favorites are The One for Men by Dolce & Gabbana, with a top note described as hazy grapefruit, perfect for fall. So is Burberry Brit for Men, with its citrus and warm spices over a floral heart of wild roses. Just like me, Nicholas Wild Roses Oakley. I'm related to Annie Oakley too now. Scentbird is everything. So make sure you use my code NICK to save 55% off at Scentbird. It's just a little over $7 for the first month. Available in the USA and Canada. Now that we've got our fragrance story settled, let's get back to the show. Come on, what else do you have? What else do you have?
He looks like his face didn't stop growing.
Why is that Teen Wolf jealous because I have a bigger face than him? He could still have a chance at winning the Southern California pie eating contest if he just practices licking the tins clean with his dog tongue. I'm just kidding, by the way. This is the most fun I've ever had watching a Deaf Noodles video. Turns out all I needed was a team of people who were funnier than him and for the whole video to suddenly become all about me for a period of time. Well, I get to watch live from home while walking my dog. It's like all of my favorites. I'm also obsessed with them desperately trying to roast a square photo of me. Like, girl, you couldn't pull up my Instagram? All sorts of cringy shit on there you could make fun of. Whatever, I'm not gonna tell you how to do your roasts anymore after this video. Although the free advice is dried up. That's what you get for making me the star.
I can't see anything above his chest, but I know he's 5'2".
How come guys can never see anything above my chest? Look at my eyes, not all of this succulent, irresistible titty meat. Titty meat! Also, I love that there's something about being on the internet that causes people to think that I'm the same height as Lady Gaga. So dainty, so little, put me in your handbag. But then when people meet me in real life, they're like, oh, I didn't realize you were Paul Bunyan stomping down the San Fernando Valley. No, bitch, you heard it here first. Elliot said I'm Sarah Jessica Parker, hopping down the street, getting splashed by a bus wearing a tutu. So that's reality.
Like, go conquer half of Europe, Napoleon. No one likes you.
Ooh, history burn. What in the Schoolhouse Rock? None of these roasts are really touching me where I live, but you know, I really enjoyed having all that energy directed at me. However, you know what? I think Elliot has had enough to say for someone who has worn the same pair of distressed jeans for 3 roast battles in a row. You thought we wouldn't notice, baby boy? This is the internet. All we have to notice is your personal appearance. So that's when I said, someone hand me my keyboard. I'm going into the chat again. I'm going into the chat. I like to say this like it was a war story from the Navy.
So Nick just said, hi, love all the holes in your clothes.
He got us, sir. He's clever.
I wasn't gonna call him out for being an outfit repeater in front of everyone, but I just wanted him to know that we know. Although I sort of sound like a boomer complaining about all these kids with holes in their pants. And I recognize that owning clothes without holes is a privilege that not everybody has. And that is a situation I would never want to make fun of. So while I was making this video, I also donated to the nonprofit organization Comedy Gives Back, which was created, quote, so that comedians have resources to turn to when times get tough. They help provide medical, mental health, and crisis support. Now back to this bitch who had a lot to say about me in the musty comedy club with swampy air. Deaf Noodles, what's good?
What does this guy make videos about?
About us. He's made like 6 videos about us.
You're doing great, guy.
Thanks, we're famous.
You think one day he'll have his own thought?
One
Or
day
he
he'll have
can
his
only
own
do your
way.
own content, he can't do his own shit?
I don't know, ask him. Nick, what do you think about that?
Well, Dennis, I think that means your friend probably hasn't seen what you make content about, because your videos are almost 100% about what other people do, and not only in the context of internet news commentary. Earlier that day, I saw a video of you walking around Hollywood with a cheesy impression of someone else's character. What was the goal, to make people feel uncomfortable, or were you just reminding them of why they never rewatched Borat? Yeah, and political satire, once is enough. I also can't help but notice the joke was about how I make commentary about other people's content while you're literally all gathered around a phone looking at my content, trying to make commentary. The difference is I'm doing it in this nice, clean condo while you're in a horrible, rundown alleyway where I would be afraid to sleep.
The battle is this now.
This is a Nick intervention.
You know what? That's a great term for what I've been trying to do for you these past 3 videos. So if this is a Nick intervention, which I take to mean an intervention run by Nick, then Dev Noodles, your addiction to putting on bad comedy shows has affected me in the following ways. 1, I have to watch all of them out of morbid curiosity. 2, when you decided to roast me online, I got a bunch of new followers and subscribers, while you seem to be losing them every day. And 3, you broke my heart, because I always dreamed that I would hear you say my name, but not like this. I wanted you to use your Gilbert Gottfried voice, so I could use the recording to assert dominance over those geese that keep attacking me near the pond where I drink water out of. Not like this. Now I feel like the deaf crew is starting to get noodle angry at me, but it's okay. I feel strength in my resolve.
He actually lives in LA.
Come over. What are you doing? You could be here. Also having a bad
Pull
time.
up or shut up.
Excuse me, I live in Palm Springs now, you poor fucks. Who even lives in LA, besides the biggest celebrities and wealthiest people on the planet? Turns out life is really happening out here in the desert, where we have the biggest windmills and most uninhabitable temperatures on the planet. You couldn't get me to drive 2 hours to a Deaf Noodles roast show for less than $6,000 and an express pass to Universal Studios Hollywood. I know a guy who works there who likes to minion roleplay, but he makes me get my own ticket every time. Seems a little cheap. But you know what? I appreciate the effort everyone put in there. It's fun to be in the mix. I don't really remember what I said every time in the chat throughout this show, but you know, I felt like it was in good fun with all of these comics. So in that spirit, I said, let's just move on with the show. But first, forward my most condescending compliments to the cast.
Show update on Nick. He just donated $10 to say, good try, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, I didn't think he was gonna read it out loud. Pretty pathetic. No, but really, it wasn't listed on the super chat, but I'm also sending each of you my thoughts and prayers. Anyway, good work. Can we carry on with the show now?
No disrespect to you guys are super funny, but I want to go back to roasting Nick. Because he donated $10. He really wants our attention.
Show us one of his videos. I want to hear his voice
Yeah,
and
let's
how he
see,
moves.
let's see.
Wait, did 5 minutes just pass and then DeNoodles diverted the whole show back to me? I guess it really is true. I misses lifestyles of the rich and famous. You want a piece of my missus? Oh my god, that Britney shameless. You want a piece of me? You know what? I like this part of the show, although it would have been even better if he had asked everyone in the audience to also take out their phones and start playing my videos. And feel free to enjoy all of the products and services by the advertisers who are recommended to you. I don't know.
I feel like he's like the guy in the trailer park who was weaned on Mountain Dew or something.
Probably.
He looks like a guy who would DM me, you look like you smell good.
Yeah, Angie, because I was behind you in line at Starbucks and I wanted to know what body spray you were wearing. I'm looking for something really cheap and really strong that's also safe to use on my dog to cover the smell of her yeast infections. That's why you're wearing it, right? And if anything, I was raised on Diet Coke, not Mountain Dew, which I barely touched until Lana Del Rey wrote a song about it. If that tells you anything. Sorry, I'm addressing the psychologist I've hired to review all of my videos and look for signs that I might be basic. It's an expensive project, but I just need to know if what those high schoolers commented on my TikTok was true. Anyway, yeah, I was raised on Mountain Dew. Good one. Oh.
Here, you want to see the last video he made about the roast battle?
Should I put the mic into
Okay.
it?
He got almost 100,000 views off of it.
Oh, wow.
So,
I don't like that.
you don't like that?
Oh, don't be scared. It's just a number. I mean, it's a much bigger number than the amount of views the roast battle itself has gotten. But hey, think of it like this. From my perspective, that's a really good thing. Right? The queer comics now huddle together on stage to see what I said. This is fun. I feel like very omnipotent, like Zeus. Zeus, but even hornier.
I'm skipping to a random part. This is what Nick had to say.
Voice. The drama is that guy in the white button-up vaping.
Oh, he didn't look gay like he sounds.
That's my favorite part of the whole thing ever. He doesn't look gay like he sounds. That's what the people at my gym say about me, see? Which, now I get it. That was much more elegant and simple. Very funny in that way.
So Frankie Grande, no!
His hands are constantly
Like a
writing.
security guard.
I bet he thinks he gets high from vitamins.
He talks like there's a mosquito attacking him. Just flapping his hands around.
Oh, there we go. Thank you for explaining, because it did not make sense at first. In fact, a lot of this won't make sense for your audience who is not watching the video. And yes, I do move my arms around a lot. It's called having screen presence, and your dry ass pussy could never. Your musty comedy club ass pussy could never take over the 4K screen the way it deserves to be seen. Also, I can't believe Frankie Grande just called me Frankie Grande. That's a gay on gay hate crime, everyone. Sick her. I'm still blown away that Dennis decided to pull up my video and go to a random time zone of it. Like, obviously that's gonna seem boring because this was a stupid idea. But also, I have a feeling he saw one or two of the videos and he knows that he could have just played it from the beginning and I would have had them all laughing. Obviously, a 30-minute video is gonna have some talking in it. That's not gonna translate to funny on stage. I'm more embarrassed for you that you didn't realize that. Anyway, on you go. It isn't a lot for any comedian to go.
All right, he's boring as f. Let's keep the roast going. I'm falling asleep. All right.
Oof, unfortunately, that 15 seconds where Dennis played someone else's YouTube channel on stage for some reason would ultimately be the most well-produced segment of the entire evening. But yes, in terms of branding for you and the Dennis Noodles company, I would say a pretty doomed idea from the beginning. But anyway, now we can finally move on. But first, can you do that thing where you have the audience chant about how much they want to f me? I know I was bleeped, but if you could have heard the way I said f me, it was hilarious. Like, f me. Anyway, let me hear my people. Something about hearing a room full of angry men yell my name is really exciting. Siri, what's the traffic like getting to LA? Do you think they're still hanging out outside the Denny's? But anyway, that was it. They also, as I said, Dennis pulled up the pictures of Jessie Smiles and Lily Marston of Do We Know Them? Two beautiful, stunning icons in their own right. And so, I don't know, yeah, it was a weird kind of decision to really be obsessed with the chat that whole video, and I'm not gonna pull up the dumb appearance-based roasts that they hurl at those women. And thank you to everybody who was in that chat and said hi, and to the nice messages and tweets that I got from people who were very offended on my behalf that Def Noodles would come for me. I so appreciate it, but I promise you it is all okay because I'm a big believer in don't dish it out if you can't take it. And I mean, what did I have to take here? Nothing. I promise I enjoyed it. And like I said, it was good for business, so no complaints here. So let's consider this a closing of the book on the series of Def Noodles and his roast battles that made me sick. It was a fun little series, this trilogy, but I think it's best left at a trilogy because what's gonna happen in these roast battles other than more chaos? You let me know in the comments below and certainly give me a hint if there's ever a reason I should tune back in, but otherwise, we'll be back very soon with another clip breakdown on all of your favorite topics. So make sure you give this video a big thumbs up if you want to see even more influencer drama, the way that I get involved in it with my succulent tits. And most importantly, if you're new to my channel, I would love to have you click that subscribe button right over here. That way you never miss new videos from me. I upload 2 new ones every week, so turn on notifications and you'll always be the first to know when I'm coming into your live chat to menace your followers. Dennis the Menace. Fun wordplay. We're having fun. A special thanks once again to Scentbird for sponsoring today's video. Make sure you check out their link in the description below. Also, I've got merch available and a Patreon where you can access exclusive bonus episodes and virtual watch parties and lots of fun extras. So thank you all so much for watching. You are the greatest and I will see you next time. Bye.